feel free to make a comment and let me know. Today's exercise is TNA, ab and ass focused. Welcome everybody to Pumpking. Pumpking is a 3 times weekly exercise based on 3 simple convictions. The first conviction is that we have everything we need within the frame of our body. The second conviction is we can move that body to build strength, increase our flexibility, and train our balance. The third conviction is that by moving our body in that way towards those ends, it will get us closer to where we need to be on that day. Whether it's calming our nervous system, whether it's being able to face up to difficult facts, learn more clearly, and admit that we're wrong, or whether it's just simply being there for people who are close to you in your community, online, or in the world. This workout will change where you're at, and it will get you closer to where you need to be. If you're on board with those 3 simple convictions, then we are ready to start. We are on this journey together already. Today's Pumpking is ab and ass focused. We have 3 sets of 2 exercises each and a burn section at the end. We'll do each set through 3 times, and then the burn is going to be 45 seconds on, 45 seconds rest. The first time through the set, I'll give a little bit more indications, a little bit more explanation about alignment and form, and then the next 2 times we'll really blow through the sets. Everything is timed, and I'll call out the timing as we do it. Focus on good form. That is absolutely the most important thing. Moving slowly, concentrating on those abs as you contract them, or concentrating on that glute, on the butt as you're squeezing that leg up is really what's going to be what builds both an awareness of your body and is also going to develop those muscles and have you looking better, feeling better, and happier to be exercising. So let's get started with a bit of a warm up, and then we'll move right into the first exercise. Sorry, one second. Let's start with some reverse lunges. So from a position with your feet pretty much together, you're going to step back, make sure the front knee tracks over the ankle, and with the same arm as the leg that's stretched back, reach back, up, and over. Then just kick forward, alternate hands and legs. Let's do 7 of these on each side. Step back, reach back, up and over. So we're reaching back, up, and over towards the other leg. This is a back bend, a side bend, and a bit of a twist. This is number 4. Get it going. You can even kind of circle that arm around. The mix today is by Toronto's Koreatown Acid. Jazzy, smooth, strong, good. That's number 6 and 7. On the other side now. Take that to a wide-legged stance now. Just going to turn the music down a little bit. Just give me a little bit more space. Okay. Take it to a wide-legged stance now. Make sure, again, here your toes can flare out a little bit to the sides, but you don't want to be excessively, and you still want your knees to track out over those toes. And you're going to travel one side, travel low across center to the other side. We're opening up our groins and our hips. You can keep your arms out or move them in a kind of slow concert with your legs. Let's do 5 more on each side. Keep that butt low, keep the chest up and the neck long. One more on each side. Beautiful. Come down to your hands and knees into a tabletop position. We're going to alternate arm leg extension. This is a really good exercise to tap into that shoulder to hip relationship. Really try to lock your pelvis in an anterior tilt. And as your arm and leg go up, just notice where your shoulder and your hip are in relation to one another. You can even curl this in, touch your knee down to your elbow, and then switch sides. Let's just do 10 of these on each side. Switching sides. Breathe in as you go long. Breathe out. You can round your back a little to bring that underneath. You're warming up your core. You really want to squeeze that glute as you come up to a straight leg. That's 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. Keep it going. 4 more on each side. Really check in each time you put both knees down. Tuck your pelvis back under, lock it in place with your abs, and then resume. 2 more on each side. Okay, pick ourselves back up from that tabletop position. Step back either to a plank position on your knees or on your toes and come down to your forearms. And I want you to just rock your hips side to side. So you see it from the front, just rock your hips one way and the other. Start to open up your side abs, open up your hips. Beautiful. You can even step up onto your hands, take your upper body and shoulders into it a little bit. Beautiful. 3 more. 2 and 3. Stand up with your next breath, and let's do some tin soldiers. We're going to be kicking out with a straight leg. Twist your body across to make contact between the opposite fingers to the opposite toes. Twist your body, kick out in front, and twist your upper body to make that contact. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Spin past that toe if you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, we got a couple more warm-ups here, and then we're going to go into the first circuit. First, let's do some side lunges. We're going to go out to one side, come down, kick off. You can even pinch up, bringing your leg up to parallel, squeezing that side glute, and then bring it back. You can leave out that parallel kick out if you want. You can leave it out and just come back to center like that. Let's do 7 on each side. 1, 2, 3. Here you want to make sure that knee tracked over the toe and it's not flaring out to the side. 4, 4, 5. Beautiful. 5. Get some tempo going to get your heart rate up. 6, 6, 7. Beautiful. Almost there. 7. Great. Next, we're going to do some airplanes, and this is the essence of the hinge. So here, really focus on tuning into your shoulder to hip relationship and make sure you're maintaining that flat back as you hinge over. So you're going to start with the weight on your left foot, pick up your right foot, tuck that pelvis underneath, lock it in with your abs, keep the relationship between your hips and your shoulder, hinge over so you feel an opening up and an engagement of your hamstrings, and then come back, kick up in the front if you want to. Let's keep it on one side just so we can really focus. Let's do 5 and then switch. 2. So I don't want to see your back arching out here. I don't want to see your shoulders slouching forward. It's moving forward as if there's a steel bar that goes from underneath your sit bones all the way up to the top of your head. 1 more on this side. And kick up. All right, switch sides. We got 5 on this side. Imagine yourself like one of those woodpecker drinking birds, like ding. You're moving in one piece. 3. You should feel a huge difference in how much that activates behind your leg. 1 more on this side. Beautiful. Let's do 45 seconds of high intensity kicking our butt run. Okay, start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Kick our butt. Hoist your knees up high. Get your arms into it. Got 30 more seconds. You got this. Stay with me. We got another 20 seconds. Kick that butt. Wake that butt up. Drive those heels up. We got 10 more seconds. In 10 seconds, we're going to switch to the running man, which looks like this one. And you want to try to look as stupid as you can. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch to the running man for another 30 seconds. You want to look like just stupid as you can look here. Uh, uh, uh. We got 20 more seconds in this. Beautiful, guys. 15 seconds. Oh, 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 oh. 10 more seconds. Take a break if you need to. Make sure you're breathing. Should be starting to sweat. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Breathe it out. Beautiful warm up, guys. We should be feeling nice and tingly. Body's ready to go. A little bit of sweat started, especially here, as hot as it is in Toronto. Oh, excuse me. Drink your water slow. First exercise is a plank donkey. This is T. This is circuit T. We've got plank donkeys and one leg hip drives. So from a plank position, either on your forearms or on your palms, and either on your knees or up on your toes, you're going to lift, starting with your left leg, bring the sole of your foot up to be parallel with the ceiling. Keep that pelvis tucked under, drive up, squeeze that glute on that side, and come back down. This is a great exercise for a resistance band too. If you have any in the house, you're more than welcome to use them. It's going to make things even more difficult, not necessary. But you would put it underneath your hands like this and drive up and back. All right. Coming soon, resistance band, PUMPKING resistance bands. Keep your eyes peeled for those. You can use those during all the workouts. Find yourself in a plank position on your knees or on your toes, on your forearms or on your palms. Come right on up. Make sure that your neck is long and your shoulders are down. And start kicking up with the left leg in 3, 2, 1. Kick up. Squeeze that glute. Hold those abs in. Hold the pelvis down and in. We're doing 30 seconds on each side. Sorry, I forgot to mention. We're already 20 seconds left in this one. Drive that knee straight up and back. You can even squeeze that knee in towards your elbows to get a little bit of extra ab work in this one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. 3, 2, 1. Drive up. Breathe in as you bring it down, and breathe out as you squeeze that glute. Squeeze your abs towards the front. 15 more seconds. If you find your shoulders are getting sore, just come down to your forearms. 3, 2, 1. Come on down. Next exercise is the one-legged hip drive. So you're going to come down next to your chair. Bring your mid back to the edge of the chair. We're going to start with our weight on the left foot this time. And you're going to maintain that relationship between your hips and your shoulders and attempt to do kind of like a backwards hinge. So you're still hinging here, but you're pushing up and out of it rather than hinging down over your knees like we were doing with the airplane. So with all your weight on that left leg, you're going to push up in one line, squeeze the glute at the top, Maintain that tilt of the pelvis towards the front of your body and lower back down. It's a pretty simple movement, but if you're doing it nice and concentrating on that glute, you'll really start to feel it turn on. Find yourself at your chair. We're gonna go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drive down through your left leg, squeeze the glute at the top, come down, tap the heel, and travel back up. We're doing 30 seconds on each side here too. Beautiful, guys. I should really feel it. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Make sure that that knee is tracking forward over the toe. Drive up on the right side now. If you feel like your pelvis is getting away on you, just touch down, tuck it back under, and drive back up. The chair might want to start to walk away on you. Just bring it to a wall. 3, 2, 1, and rest. That's circuit 1, or sorry, the first set of T already taken care of. We got 20 seconds rest. Grab a little drink of water. Dab that sweat off your brow. I love this work in the heat. 10 more seconds. Grab your push-up position, either on your knees or on your toes, either on your palms or on your forearms. And get ready. We're going to kick up with the right leg first this time. In 3, 2, 1, kick up. 2. Make sure that pelvis is tilted towards the front of your body. If you need to sacrifice on how high you can kick that foot, do so, because you're going to get a lot more engagement. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides and just start kicking right away. Don't even think about it. Think of it like an elevator going straight up. Keep those abs engaged the whole time. I'm actually down on my forearms this time without even noticing, and I can feel my abs are a little bit working a little harder. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and come on down. Beautiful. Grab your chair. We are going straight into the one-legged hip thrust. Bring your mid back to the edge of the chair. All your weight on your right leg this time in 3, 2, 1. Drive up. 2. Come up in one line. So that means as you drive up, your shoulders are going to pivot on the edge of the chair. If you don't feel your shoulders pivoting on the edge of the chair, it means your hips are moving independently of your shoulders. So make sure with every centimeter that your hips push up, your shoulders move too, and switch. 3, 2, 1. Drive up on the left side. Squeeze the glute at the top. Again, make sure that knee is tracking out over the toe. If you want to see if you're working hard enough, just sneak your hand down to your left butt cheek. And every time you push up, dare yourself to pinch it a little bit more, to squeeze it a bit more. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Beautiful. 30 seconds rest. And then we're moving on to the next one. Mm. 15 more seconds. Come down into that push-up position. This is the last set on circuit T. Get started in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Drive up the right leg first this time. Really experiment with different angles of pushing your heel up, either straight up in the air or up and back, or even up towards your shoulders. Just make sure you're very disciplined about that lower back. If it starts to arch out like that, you want to slow it down. 3, 2, 1. Switch up sides and kick up. Yeah, forearms, gotta say forearms is kind of better. So do that. Definitely feel it more in your abs, and I feel more of a pinch on my glute. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Grab your chair. Going right into single leg hip thrust. All your weight on your left foot. Tap into your pelvis. Tilt it towards the front of your body. Lengthen out the right leg and push down. 1, 2. I'll let you count on your own. Squeeze the glute at the top. I find driving energy down and out through the elongated heel really helps me to tap into that long line of energy from the top of your head all the way to your hips. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Switch legs. And drive it up. Squeeze and pinch and hold at the top, and then come back down. Ten more seconds. Squeeze your glute at the top. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Beautiful work, guys. That's T. Circuit is kaput. We're on to N. Let's get started first with the Frogger pump. This is a bridge variation, which you guys know from past pumpkins. So you're going to bring the soles of your feet together and gather your heels in close to your groin. Roll down onto your back. This is when we check in with the pelvis. Tilt it towards the front of the body. You can feel that engaging that tilt, engaging those abs to hold that tilt in place is also going to turn on your glutes already. It's going to turn on your buns. So you're going to drive down through the outside edge of your foot, thrust those hips up in the air, keep that pelvis tilt as much as you can, and then roll back down. We're in this one for 60 seconds. Find yourself on your mat, and we'll get started very soon. 10 more seconds rest here. Let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Frogger pump. Make sure your shoulders are out of your ears, driving down into the mat. And say every 5 pumps, just settle back down on the ground, tuck that pelvis back under, and then drive up again. Because you are going to end up getting some posterior tilt. So you are going to find your hips or your pelvis wants to tilt to the back of your body. It's not lethal. It just means every 5 or so pumps, tuck that pelvis back towards the front of your body and drive up again. When you're working with body weight, you have so much more latitude to learn the alignment without risking injuring yourself. When you've got 200 pounds on top of your pelvis and you're driving up, it's a different story. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Beautiful work. Next is You're a Star. So You're a Star is a plank variation. And you can take this at any modification that works for you. So first, start in a classic plank, either on your hands or on your forearms. And you're going to start stepping all 4 limbs in 4 different diagonal directions. Now you don't have to come up on your palms. You can stay down on your forearms here and just reach your hands in the 4 diagonal directions. But on the ground, you want to take this kind of shape. All right. So find yourself down on a mat. We're going to get started in 10, 9, 8. Find yourself in that plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. First, come up into the plank. Trace a long line of energy from the top of your head across your neck, down your spine, over your hips, and out your heels. Now start stepping your limbs in 4 different directions. Make sure your abs are engaged here and that your hips aren't sagging down in your middle. 25 more seconds. Step your limbs out an inch further in each direction if you can. Really tent up towards the middle. Press down equally through each limb. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down and rest. You can flip right over onto your back. We're getting going with Frogger Pump in 25 seconds. And just sway your knees from one side to the next here, from right to left for 15 seconds. Just like windshield wipers, wiping out your lower back. 10 more seconds. Bring the soles of your feet together and bring your heels in towards your groin. Position your shoulder blades underneath you and start to pump up. Let's go. 1 and 2. Count on your own or just tune into the music. Forget about the reps. They don't matter. You want to make sure that you're focusing on the muscle that you're working, focusing on proper form, and tap into the beat of the music to help you regulate your movement. Da, 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 da. Every 5 pumps or so, touchdown, tuck that pelvis under, lock it in place with your lower abs, and drive up again. We got 15 more seconds. Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn right over onto your front and get started. Come up into a plank in 3, 2, 1. Start stepping your limbs out in 4 directions. You can also do this from your knees. You really want to make sure that your hips aren't sagging down in your middle. It's so important that you're not sagging in your middle. Drive down through all your fingers, all your toes, through your palms. Imagine you can suck energy up through the ground. Imagine there's a magnetic attraction between you and the floor, and it's charging you up like a phone battery. 3, 2, 1. Come on down. We got 30 seconds rest before we flip over to the Frogger Pump once more for the last round of N. Today's TNA workout is not brought to you by TNA yet. Roll down onto your back. Bring the soles of your feet together. Bring your heels into your groin. Drive down through the outside edge in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drive up. 2. Count on your own or just tune into the music. Da, da, do. Make sure that you're taking stock of like the lowering motion too as part of the exercise, that you're not just falling down every time from the top. Lower down with control and feel how the position of your pelvis changes through this movement. Squeeze at the top. Push up. Squeeze your glutes together like 2 halves of a peach. We got 10 more seconds. Make sure your knees are flopping out to the side. You should really feel this in your groins as well. 3, 2, 1. Come on down. Flip over to the front. Get ready to come up into Eurostar. Come up into the plank either on your forearms or on your palms and start walking those hands out in either direction. Bring yourself low down. Make sure your middle isn't sagging down. Trace a long line of energy from the top of your head, down your spine, out your sit bones in either direction, down your legs, and out either heel. 15 more seconds. Hold strong with me. You got this. 10 seconds. Oh, ho, ho. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it down. Beautiful work, guys. That's really strong for the core and for the hips and for the glutes. Now we are moving on to circuit A, which is the last of 3 circuits, and we've got 2 more exercises before our burn section. So the first exercise here is to step up, grab your chair. We're gonna do 30 seconds on each leg, and it is what it sounds like. Your knee is tracking over your toe. You're engaging the glute and the quad as you bring yourself forward. Don't use any kickoff or as little as possible from this back leg. And you're just shifting your weight forward, stepping up, tap the toe, tap it down, and then keep stepping up. You're just tapping those back toes down on the ground before you squeeze back up. So you should really feel your quad and your glute working quite a bit here. The less you can kick off from that back leg, the better. And that's about it. We got another 15 seconds rest here, and then we're gonna go right into it. Grab yourself a little bit of water. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step up. Start with the weight, wherever, it doesn't matter. Just stepping back, landing down with those toes, and coming back up. Squeeze your glute at the top. 15 more seconds. You're just pumping up and lowering down. Here, you really understand that lowering is part of the exercise. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides and lower down. Let's go. Squeeze up. Squeeze the glute at the top. 10 more seconds. Oh, I love you so. 3, 2, 1. Come down. Okay, second exercise in the A circuit is the sissy squat. This is one of my favorites. And I don't know about what you guys were going through last week on on the day after TNA, but like my whole quads were crazy hurting, which is always a kind of nice sign, a good sign that you're working properly. So the sissy squat, I'm just going to say it's a very challenging squat variation. So if you're just in this for body weight squats, that's totally fine too. Just make sure your knees track out over your toes and that you push your hips forward and squeeze your glutes at the top. If you want to take it to the sissy squat, make sure you have your chair on hand to balance yourself. You're going to first come up onto your toes and then keeping your upper body all the way from the top of your head down to your knees in one line. You're going to dive back, sending your knees forward. You can even touch down with that hand and then squeeze up, squeeze the glutes at the top and squeeze the quads. We are doing 45 seconds of the sissy squat, and she's a challenging one. So make sure you're ready for it. And if you need to change over to body weight squats at any point, you're losing the form, then do that absolutely. All right, let's get going. All right, 10 more seconds. Oops. Okay, grab your chair for support. Come up on your toes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your abs engaged. Dive back. Send your knees forward and squeeze up. Keep that relationship between your shoulders, your hips, and your knees. Squeeze your glutes at the top. I'll give you a side view. Squeeze those glutes at the top. Dive backwards. You can keep one hand on your chest. 10 more seconds. Moving slowly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest for 30 seconds. Guys, that's really great work. Bring your chair back. We got 25 more seconds. You can kind of like shake out your legs a little bit here. This is going to be toned legs ready to get back to dancing once the clubs open up again. 5 more seconds. Bring your left leg up onto the chair and step up in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Step up, squeeze the glute at the top. Just touch those toes down and then pump back forward. Here, make sure that knee is tracking out over the toe. 10 more seconds on this side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Just come down with that other foot, tap, and push up. Moving slowly. 20 more seconds. Knee is tracking out over the toe. 15. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that chair out. Get ready to dive back for the sissy squat. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up on your toes. Send the knees forward. If the sissy squat's still too hard, but the bodyweight squat is too boring, just do some squat jumps. That works too. Or split jumps. Though we are doing some explosive exercises next. 20 more seconds in the sissy squat. Breathe in as you come down. Breathe out as you push up. Damn. 10 more seconds. Give me 2 more. 1 more. And rest. Beautiful work, guys. 30 seconds until the last round of Circuit A. Whoo. Start with the weight on the left leg this time. Grab a little bit of water. 10 more seconds. Weight on the left leg this time. And without kicking up, just step up in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Touch down with those toes. It's a balance here as well. So you're reaching back. The further you step back with those toes, the more you're asking your front leg to work and keep you balanced. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Step down, weights on the right leg this time. Step up, squeeze the glute at the top. 15 seconds. Make sure that knee's tracking over the toe. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. and relax. Beautiful. Bring that chair out. Last round of sissy squats in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up onto your toes. Dive backwards. Whoo! You should be feeling your quads working so hard now. They're almost ready to quit on me. 30 more seconds. Breathe in as you come down. Breathe out as you push those hips up in the air. Squeeze the glutes together at the top. 20 more seconds. Let's go, baby. Breathe in to come down. 10 more seconds. Give me 2 more. 1 more. Ooh, and break. Beautiful work, guys. Woo! That's no joke. Okay, last round here is our quick burn where we are doing speed hoppers today. Grab yourself a little bit of water. Grab yourself a bit of a break. So for the speed hopper, it's a combination of the speed skaters and squat jumps. So speed skaters we've done in the past, it's from your outside leg. You're gonna hop over, land softly, and hop back and forth. So here, we're just gonna add a hop in place to that. So from your outside foot, you jump across, land softly, and from here, jump up, land softly, and jump across. Jump up, land softly. So you wanna try doing this from one leg. If that's not working for you, you're losing your balance too much, then you can jump across, jump up with both legs, and then pick up that leg again to jump across. But if you can get that squat jump from one leg as well, then you're really doing good things for your balance, and it's just gonna make it that much more difficult. We got 25 more seconds of break here. We're doing 45, 45, 45, 45. So it's 3 rounds on, 3 rounds off, 45 seconds each. Definitely get your water, but try not to gulp too much water, especially at this stage. It can make you feel a little sick. Get in that athletic position, lift up your inside leg in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Hop across and hop up. You can land and jump right across. You're really building the ability of your muscles to land softly and then explode out again. Use your arms to give you extra hoist when you jump up. 18 more seconds. Keep the tempo going here. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. So if this isn't quite working for you, you can do one of those. Just do squat jumps or just do the speed skaters. What I'm talking about with landing and jumping off right away, if you have a look here, is you want to land and jump off in the same motion. And that's really training the elasticity of your muscles. So you jump across, and when you jump up, you land and jump right off, using the momentum of coming down to jump across. Now do this with control. We got 10 more seconds. Roll your shoulders back in place. Find that athletic position and get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jump across, jump up, and across. Ba, ba. You're going land, jump across, land, jump across, land, jump across. You got this. 25 more seconds. Take it at your own pace. Don't rush it. Make sure you're paying attention to form, that your knee is over your toe. Keep it going. And if you want 10 seconds left, just take it into speed skaters for the last 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. 45 seconds rest. Woo. Your heart should be pounding in your chest by now. Sweat's coming down. Last track. Good job, everyone. I love to see the work everyone's putting in. 25 more seconds of this break. Try to tap into a little place inside of you that's going to let you carry through that mental resistance. 15 more seconds. Find yourself on the edge of your workout area. 10 more seconds. Pick up that inside foot and come down to an athletic position. 3, 2, 1. Give it all. Explode to the side. Jump up. And in one motion, jump across again. Jump up. It's all part of one motion. Keep the tempo going. Get a little hang time in the air. Keep it going. 20 more seconds. You got this. Use your arms to drive you up. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down. Yes. Come down to your mat and just push back to an easy child's pose. Whoo. Stretch forward to an easy cobra with your knees on the ground. Shoulders come back. Push back into the child's pose. Yes. Yes. Yes, my friends. PUMPKING, TNA, June 10th was one to remember. Push back and out your seat bones. Push down through your palms. Rotate your elbows towards the middle. Come back forward for another cobra. With the next exhale, push all the way back and up into a downward facing dog. Drive your palms, fingertips into the mat. Make sure your shoulders are out of your ears. Drive your sit bones up and back. Pick up your right leg with the next in-breath. Step it to the outside of your right hand. Round down that left knee. And come down either to your palms or to your forearms on the inside of that right knee. Even reach up with your right hand. Press out on the inside of that knee. Beautiful. Drive your hips down and forward, encountering the resistance in your hips. Beautiful. Pick yourself up and heel toe that foot to the middle of your mat. Now pick up your back knee, drive your hands forward, and carry yourself over top of your right knee so you're twisting to the outside. Twist your right forward foot around so you're on the outside edge of that foot. And then twist your back foot too so you're on the outside edge. You're twisting your upper body towards the right of your mat, and both your feet are on their outside edges. You should feel it opening up your right hip. That's a pretty challenging move. We'll come back to it over weeks. From here, step that right foot across. You know where we're going, down to the pigeon pose. Lay that leg across your mat. And if you're just sitting up like this with your leg at any degree of parallel to the front of your mat, that is a triumph for today. If you want to come down a little further, explore the depth of that hip a little bit more, I encourage you to do that. Take big, deep breaths here. Just let go into this pose. Oh. Big, deep breaths. Feel the intensity of that sensation in your right hip intensify. And then liquefy as you breathe out. Reach forward with your left hand. Kick that back left leg up off the mat. See if you can make contact between the left leg and the right toes. Pull that left leg in towards you. And if that front leg isn't behaving, just roll over onto your sit bone and pull that left leg in. Kick the left leg into the hand and pull the hand into the left toes. Open up your shoulder and the quadricep on that side. Beautiful, guys. Bring your hands forward again, push into your palms, kick back into that downward facing dog. Beautiful. Now step your right foot up in the air with an in-breath. Step it to the outside of that left hand. Bring that right knee down and either stay on your palms or sneak your forearms down inside. Oh. You can even bring your left hand up onto the inside of that left knee, push it out to the side, and twist your upper body. So the next pose that we're doing, the one that is pretty complex, I think, is based on this same stretch. Just instead of being flat on our back, on the top of our foot at the back, and on the sole of our foot at the front, we're going to basically flip those two legs, those two feet, so they're on their outside edge. So from a low lunge with the back knee elevated, just crawl your hands over to the left. Start to bring that left forward front leg over onto the outside edge. Flip that back foot onto its outside edge. And just let yourself go down and in. Beautiful. Reach back forward. One pigeon on the left side. Heel toe that foot across. Lay the shin across your mat at any degree of parallel. And if you're just sitting up here, that's already great. If you're feeling an opening in your left hip, if you want more, bring it down to your forearms. Drape your head down. Breathe deeply in this pose. Beautiful. Reach up and around. See if you can make contact between that foot and the right hand. Pull the right hand in towards you and kick out on that right hand, twisting your shoulders around to the right side. Beautiful. Let go of that foot lightly. Come back up to standing. One more stretch here. Cross your right foot in front of your left and just drape your body over those feet, over those knees. Either making contact with your hands on your ankles or your fingertips making contact with the ground. Your whole IT band should be getting a stretch here. The IT band is a muscular ligament that travels up the side of the shin, across the back of the knee, and then attaches on the inside of the groin. Wait, sorry, other way around. It's on the outside of the butt, across the knee, and then on the inside of the ankle. Cross the left leg in front of the right leg and drape yourself back over. Another session of pumpking is coming to an end, guys. We're coming up on 10 weeks of pumpking, and I just feel like more dedicated. I'm getting more back from it all the time, and I hope that everyone is too. There's literally so much going on in the world. The world is facing up to the infestation of white supremacy and racism all over the globe. This is the most important struggle, one of the most important struggles of our time. And I hope that you're being involved in any way that you can. And if that's donating to different places, then definitely keep that up. If there's anything left over, pumpkin is a pay what you can workout. So if you're able to dedicate any of that to making contributions here, it just helps keep the workout going on and on and on, 3 times a week and more times per week to come. I'll soon be sending out a survey for everyone to fill out in terms of what times work best as you're returning to work, what times are going to work the best to keep pumpkin going. So if you don't mind answering that, it'll be out in the next 10 days or so. I love doing this. I want to keep it going. So I hope to keep seeing you. Friday is sweat streams. It's a full body workout, and we're definitely going to have the sweat streaming for the full hour. Thank you guys so much. Love you all. Thanks for being here. I'm going to hang around now for 10 minutes or so. If anyone has any questions about fitness or nutrition or suggestions for mixes or anything like that. Whew. Ah. Oh.